No.
Yo.
Alright, Silas, join our talk about communism. I'm
yes.
reading the book to the class.
A century and a half ago would have been
Silas?
1700.
The guy's a dimension hopper. In his universe, all this stuff did happen.
True.
When did
I like
Karl Marx was a dimension.
Wait, when did the Soviet Union come into power?
It was during World War One. That was the Bolshevik Revolution during World War One.
That's why Russia had to pull out.
Maybe he is a dimension.
Okay. World War One, 1920. This was written in 1848, 80 years before.
Okay, Karl Marx, how's nobody?
Dimension hopping is starting to look a little.
No, wait,
no.
Real. Stop. It was not written in 1848. Karl Marx was not alive during 1848.
Thus begins the Communist Manifesto, written jointly by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in January of 1848.
No way. Wait, what? What's wrong with my timeline?
I'm right.
Karl Marx is okay. How is nobody?
He's actually spitting.
Maybe 1948. Wait, what?
How has nobody realized this yet?
Karl Marx lived in 1818 to 1883.
He's gotta be a dimension hopper.
Okay,
Dude,
how has nobody
Karl
realized
Marx
this?
may or may not have had the reality stone.
It wasn't even existing.
The thing was like the Communist Manifesto stuff influenced the revolution.
Okay, how did he know about it?
The Soviet Union before they even existed.
Which happened around
No, I
like the
guess-
turn of the 20th century.
I suck so much cock.
1848.
Oh man, this is wild, huh?
Dimensional hopper, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels.
He may or may not have had like 2 to 3 Infinity Stones on hand.
Okay, was he a dimension hopper or a
He
time
might have
traveler?
already had the Infinity Stone.
Another
Okay.
reason I remember
Wait,
is
read
because,
all of that again. Because I'm right
At
about
the-
when the Soviet Union was created as in 1922.
At this juncture, he may have had
Alright,
a
I'll
few
restart.
Infinity Stones.
I know, I'll read it from the beginning. A spectre
Make
is haunting
fun
Europe.
of
The spectre of all the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exercise the spectre. Hope and Tsar Metternich in Liesort, the French radicals and German police spies. Thus begins the Communist Manifesto, written jointly by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in January 1848.
Okay, so what you were reading wasn't written by Karl Marx. That wasn't the Communist Manifesto.
No, communist.
That
no,
was either like
could-
an author, or like a publisher's note, or like your textbook or something, right?
What was this book even about? I'm lost.
the Communist Manifesto.
I think it's in the title. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's hard to figure out.
I honestly just wasn't paying
Can
attention.
where do I start to read? Where I'm just reading Marx and not this publisher.
The beginning, bro.
I mean,
He's just the
It
time
says
traveler.
this is where.
Okay, there we go,
You
there
were
we go.
just
Wait.
there, weren't you? Where it says and thus begins the.
No, because then then the publisher. So,
Oh, he's like,
says-
thus begins the Communist Manifesto right after this ad, or something like that.
Right after a few commercial break. Right after this commercial break.
The Communist Manifesto, full audiobook by Karl Marx
I'm gonna
and
kill
Friedrich
myself.
Engels. Greatest audiobook, special offer. Try audiobooks.com
Special.
for free.
ebooks.com for
Okay, here we go.
$2.99.
Ebooks.com, greatest audiobooks.
$2.99 right now. Oh my
Follow
god, I
us
can't
on
believe
Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe
get
to
it-
Greatest Audiobooks.
get it
Free
for half
30-day
off.
Audible audiobooks trial. Buy t-shirts and more. Read along with the
Buy
caption.
t-shirts and more.
Okay, there we go. Manifesto of the Communist Party. There we go. This is this is the Karl Marx shit. A specter is haunting Europe. The specter of communism.
That's a
All the
Valorant
powers
gun.
of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance.
That's
to fight the
Valorant
specter.
gun.
Pope and Tsar, Metternich,
How do you
and
play
Friesel,
Valorant?
French radicals and German police spies. Where is the party in opposition that of
I tried to
communism
hit into it.
against the more advanced opposition parties, as well
Dude,
as
that's
against its reactionary adversaries? Two things result from this fact. Communism is already acknowledged by all European powers to be itself
No.
a power. And two, it is high time that
Get on the
communism
beat.
should
How did he play Valorant before when this came out?
to this end. Communists of various
Dimension hopper,
nationalities
dude.
have assembled in London and sketched the following manifesto to be published in the English, French, German, Italian, Flemish, and Danish languages.
No Russian.
Remember, no Russian.
I guess Russia. Fuck Russia.
No Russian, no wonder they got it so wrong.
They can't read, I mean.
Hear it, Brad. Name the languages. Where is it? I'm looking for it.
That's really cool.
Should I change the title of my
okay.
stream to Rocket League reading the Communist Manifesto?
The history of all.
Karl
Third
Marx, a
toe?
dimensional time traveler?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the title.
Dimensional
Karl
time
Marx, a
traveler?
dimensional time traveler.
Okay,
Was Karl Marx a dimensional time?
Exclamation mark!
hopper?
Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Question mark!
Right.
Alright.
Wow, Bobby.
I guess he just
just
no.
as we were getting into the juicy stuff.
Bobby, he already knows all about communism. He doesn't want to hear more about it. He knows so much about it already.
Jesus Christ!
He's read this. He's read this thing like 6 times.
It was
Alright.
required. He was how old was he when he left? 5. He had read it twice.
No,
He goes.
what?
He
He
goes
wasn't
to sleep
five,
listening to the
dude.
audiobook.
Hey, Liam, I'm
The
gonna spell a
audiobook.
word. Can you
Oh.
tell me how this is pronounced? I'm just trying to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I'll try my best.
Hitherto. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and turns page. And
Turn
You
so,
did the page turn.
Turn the page.
It really is an audiobook.
guildmaster and journeyman, in a word.
Guildmaster, we
And oppressed.
Killed, man. We play a WoW? Oh my god.
Whoa!
You think Marx played Classic?
Yeah.
My man was a classic gamer.
Oppressor and
He's a
oppressed in
classic
constant
man.
opposition to one another.
He's a
Carried
classic
on and
man.
uninterpreted, now hidden,
He was
now
the
open
OG
fight.
chess.
A fight that each time ended, either in a revolution, in a revolutionary reconstitution of society at large, or in the common ruin of the contending classes. In the earlier epochs,
What classes?
Epics.
Like soldier, scout? Like what is he talking about?
in the earlier epochs
Mage.
of history, we find almost everywhere a complicated
sorry.
arrangement
Oh.
of society in the various orders, and manifold gradation of social rank. In ancient Rome, we have patricians, knights, plebeians, slaves.
Oh my god.
Plebeians.
In the Middle Ages, feudal lords, vassals, guildmasters, journeymen, apprentices, serfs, and almost all of these classes, again, subordinate gradation. I keep trying to
Wait,
say.
okay,
I keep almost
guildmasters
saying
were real?
graduation. Yeah.
What? So magic was a thing.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
The modern
Wait.
bourgeois society that has sprouted from the ruins of feudal society has not done
Nice.
away with class antagonisms. It has
Sure.
but established new classes, new conditions of oppression, new forms of struggle in place of old ones.
Oh,
Well,
Our
he's
epoch,
spitting on
the
that one.
Yeah, one
epoch of
order.
the bourgeoisie, possesses, however, this distinctive feature. It has simplified the class antagonism. Society as a whole is more and more splitting up into two great hostile camps, into two great classes directly facing each other, bourgeoisie and proletariat.
Birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Turn page.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just pausing.
For about the first year, for about a year,
Dramatic
I read
pause.
bourgeoisie as burger joys or whatever.
Burjoys. Burjoys. I was about to correct when Christmas said that. I was about to go, it's Burjoys. Just correct
George Bush has a good quote. He says, you know, I like the French language, but they have no word for entrepreneur. Let us hear about the class struggles and how the bourgeois will overthrow the
Yes.
proletariat.
The nucleus.
Where was I? From the thirst of the Middle Ages sprang the chartered burgers.
Oh.
Burgers.
Oh.
The earliest sounds from these.
I don't know why he's ass mad about rich people. Anyways, keep going.
Maybe he just doesn't like rich people.
He's just mad he's broke. Broke boy Mark.
Money up.
Get your money up.
Rubles up.
He's stepping the.
Rubles up, dude. Up, up, up.
I've known about 3 words you said in the last 2 minutes.
I feel
Basically
that.
saying people are selfish and
Oh,
it's
I didn't need to say that, did
it's because he's long-winded. Because he's a communist. That's
fucking commie.
Why you cannot believe for Karl Marx. Listen to this sentence. In one word. For exploitation veiled by religious and political illusion has substituted naked, shameless, direct, brutal exploitation. That is not one word. Learn to count. Maybe
Wait,
I
what was
worded
it?
that
Sorry.
bad.
Wait, what was it?
Maybe that's what. Okay. He says, starting the sentence, in one word, For exploitation veiled by religious and political illusion, substituted naked, shameless, direct, brutal exploitation.
He's like,
Maybe that's why he's down bad. Doesn't know how to count.
it's one. It's
The brutal display of vigor in the Middle Ages.
What?
which reaction
What do
is
you call me,
admired.
bro? Kaz, you gonna let him do that?
Say that again, bro. Say that again, but the real one. Say it the real one.
Say it with your chest.
Display of what? Vigor?
Say it with your chest. Oh my god.
Speaking to the
my
mic. Speaking to the mic, please.
Yo,
Clearly and
Kaz.
concisely. Let me get you on record saying that. Let me get you
so
on
they
record.
can hear it in the back. Let them hear it in the back.
Vigor.
Oh. We got a clean recording of that. We all heard it. We all saw it.
Establish connections everywhere. That's not like spell connection, by the way. He spelled it with a fucking X.
Connections.
That's
Oh my
honestly,
god.
honestly,
That,
that's pretty
that
cool.
rules.
Yeah,
he's
that's
actually from the
political.
90s. Karl Marx is
sick.
secretly from the 90s.
No, that's the politically
Karl Marx-
correct way to type.
It's like a
it.
skater
Carl.
kid.
Extreme.
Extreme skater stunts.
Or the heavy artillery with which it batters down all Chinese walls, with which it forces the barbarian. Intensely
Wait, is there a Chinese version?
Who is he calling barbarians?
Chinese people.
People who aren't part of civilization.
And I know Bobby, so I can concur.
That's why Bobby left. That's why he left. He was mad. He already read the book. He was mad.
Yeah.
It-
You weren't
He
here,
already
right?
did say about me in that book.
Imagine Karl
Might
Marx
have been
does
taken with
drugs.
him.
He goes on this like
I don't have to
18-hour
imagine,
trip
Karl.
with Friedrich Engel, writes this book, wakes up from his trip, and is like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
I don't know what to do with this. And
Published.
Friedrich's like,
Thank
and
God.
Friedrich's like, you gotta publish it, bro.
God.
This is gold. This is
I
This is gold.
hate.
Communism is
This
a
is-
result of two people's bad trip.
this is genius, bro. Friedrich's still like on it. He's like, dude,
Yeah.
you gotta do it. You gotta
You
You
gotta
got
watch
it.
this,
Together,
and if you
Friedrich.
don't, I will. 4. Confiscation of the property of all immigrants and rebels.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait a
Finally,
minute.
me and
Now
There
it's
we
He
that
was
go.
big.
kind of spitting for a
We're
second,
getting
but
into that.
come
You
on.
try to
dog.
leave, you lose all your stuff.
This is
Alright,
You
everybody,
lose.
bro. Me
let's
and
play a
Karl
little game
seeing-
we like to call Based or Cringe.
me and Karl seeing eye to eye.
That's
now.
I love this game. I love this game.
This is
Vote
where
now.
all neoliberals dip out. Holy shit.
Like, if
We're all
this is
seeing
based,
eye to eye.
comment if it's cringe. Let's see those votes, guys.
But bro.
The most nice thing is free education for all children in public schools, abolition of children's factory labor in its present form, combination of education with industrial production.
Based again.
face.
So,
I forgive you for whatever you said about immigrants now. Because you said that. What you said about immigrants, I was about to give you silver and stopped when you said that. I was about to give you red and silver. But now you said the children, and now I'm thinking about gold.
It's
Alright.
over.
No,
and
Karl
that
Marx
was
knows
the
how to turn
Communist
tables.
Manifesto.
That's the whole thing?
Yay!
Yeah.
That's a short book.